Just like that, baby. Just like that, I am motherfucking live. Welcome to Key and Carrie. I'm Troy, the Carrie. I will be solo dolo this afternoon. Excuse me. Jan had other engagements that he had to attend to. So like, shout out to my co-host. Much love to my co-host. Yeah, so Daniel will not be with me this afternoon for this live review, but welcome, Jumbo. Hola, baby. She's bilingual, not bisexual. Yes. Welcome to Ken Carey. I'm Troy. Yes, another live review for you guys. Gemini Films, Bad Boys Club, season 10, season premiere, episodes 1 and 2, baby. So the season premiere and episode 2. So excuse me, I'm a little excited. Also a little nervous. Um, haven't done a solo review by myself. Also, because I don't have a co-host, there's nobody in the chat yet. Shout out to the people who are going to watch this on the playback. Also, shout out to the people who are going to join me this afternoon for this live review. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. Um, so I would be so upset if I just gave y'all this dope intro and y'all can't hear me. So yeah, shout out to the people who are just entered the live review. Thank you guys for being here. Let me know if you can hear me because I would be so distraught and heartbroken if I'm reviewing a show or, talking and you guys can't hear me. So, yeah, so the people that are watching, thank you for being here. But please let me know in the comments if I'm audible, if you can hear me, like, if you can hear my voice. Um, yeah, I gotta stop saying, excuse me. Again, I'm nervous. Solo dolo. Damien won't be joining me tonight or this afternoon. So yeah, Bad Boys Club season 10, baby, 10 seasons of fucking Gemini Films, Bad Boys Club. This is shout out, first of all, shout out 10 seasons in, like that's dedication and commitment. 10 seasons to just fucking fly around the country and film different bad boys being or just different young men being chaotic and crazy and fucking unorthodox. So shout out to Gemini Films, 10 seasons in. I'm always gonna say that my favorite season is probably season 7 when y'all had them up in that 2 bedroom, baby. It's like 7 boys in a 2 bedroom apartment. No shade to Gemini Films though, cause y'all do y'all big one. I love Gemini Films. Shout out to Karan and the whole Gemini Films production. But my opinions on Bad Boys Club season 10 premiere. Also, shout out to Gemini Films for uploading the season premiere to YouTube so that if you guys aren't able or if you guys aren't subscribed to their Patreon channel, definitely go do that so you can stay in the know about the updated content or the latest content and all the good shit that's going on with Gemini Films, baby. But if you haven't watched the season premiere, it is uploaded to their YouTube channel, Gemini Films. Yes, he's Daniels. Yes, season 7. I'm sorry. This StreamYard retrying it, baby. So excuse me, bear with me. But yeah, season 7 hands down my favorite. Yes, like so many interesting personalities. Like that season reminded me of or reminds me of Bad Girls Club season 7. Like just clicks right off the back where it's like it was almost like a genuine kind of click formation. It wasn't like people pressed to be like, "Oh, I'm over here. Or I gotta be." So yeah, season 7 hands down. Shout out to Case. Shout out to Calvin, who we had on our show or on the King Care channel numerous occasions, baby. So yes, what a time. But yeah, shout out to all the bad boys. Hayes, Justin, like I said, Calvin, Case, Lilo, who we had the pleasure of interviewing, Tynell, Miss Tiffany Woods. Yes, the girl Tiffany Woods. But yeah, shout out to all the bad boys. But Bad Boys Club, season 10, baby, season 10 premiere. Personally, I said I like my pussy with color. This season or this house right now is very Bravo-ish. Um, a house full of Spanish bitches and a house full of Spanish bitches saying nigga. So I'm like, is this Joe Button house? Like, is Joe Button um in charge of casting and all of this? Because this is very much love and hip hop. very Love and Hip Hop season 3, season 4. You know, when No Shade, the Spanish girls were running amok and just it was crazy. So this is very much that. Also the cast right now, no, don't get me wrong, no shade. Everybody looks a bit weathered, a bit seasoned. So this is definitely giving like a reunion for a boy band from like the 80s. A good old New Kids on the Block. Um Hanson, Millie Vanilli, if you will. If Millie Vanilli, may they rest in peace. But yeah, everybody in this house looks old as fuck. So it's very much it's giving the TV show that VH1 had back in the day, where they took all the washed up celebrities and put them in a house. Not Celebrity Rehab, but the show that Flavor Flav and Brigitte Nielsen fell in love on. If anybody could think of the title of that show, let me know. But this show, Bad Boys Club, right now, 2 episodes in, is giving very much that. Um, Cause yeah, in my Camila voice from BCA, the girls look a mess. Everybody looks old as hell, and it's crazy that the argument about age came up, and I'm like, um, not to arguing on age. Everybody in this house looks over the age of in the house looks over the age of 30. No, I'm just like not y'all arguing, and it's yeah, very much senior citizens, very much AARP, um, very much they need a fucking handicap sign on like their license plate or a handicap sticker in their car, cause yeah, um, anywho, baby, the cast look old as fuck. Let me go to the comments, cause yeah, shout out to the people that are here. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's gonna watch this on the playback, and shout out to everybody who's gonna be here on this afternoon. Yes, Ezel Daniel said season 7, excuse me. Very organic. Like the beef on season 7, yes, very, very, very like fresh, baby. Like I was kind of nervous for Case and Calvin. I'm like, oh, they outnumbered by the Boston boys, but they was putting belt to asses. Like, if you want to be honest, like my terms and in my context, the big three, Case, Calvin, and Justin, they put belt to asses season 7, especially at that reunion, baby. Especially at that goddamn reunion. Um, as a bunny boy, thank you for being here. Now is are you a new face? No shade. Are you not a new face, but you aren't Bonnie from BGC 8. I'm sorry, Bad Boys Club season 8, are you? Or are you somebody different? I'm sorry. Thank you for being here. But yes, kept hearing nigga. And there was no brothers in sight. So I said, ooh, like, and no shade, because y'all know I go up for Gemini Films. You know I love Gemini Films. But it's been alleged that some of the light brights get shown favoritism over at Gemini Films. Now, allegedly, because Karan don't come knocking my block off, but it's been alleged that yeah, favoritism is being shown amongst the light brights and the Hispanic girls over at Gemini Films. So maybe they don't have a problem with them saying nigga, but same shit with Donnie. Shout out to Chasing Dallas, Chasing Reality. Donnie over there down in Dallas, Texas, saying the most out of pocket shit, and he getting his marbles ragus for it. So you Spanish honeys that's in his house, like let's cool on the N word. Speaking of niggas, when is the niggas coming to the house? Because I feel like that's when the turn up is gonna be. All of this fighting right now is just kind of like play fighting and slap boxing. Like when is the niggas gonna come in and just really turn the shit up? Because that's what I'm looking for, baby. That's what I'm looking for. My goodness. The surreal life. Okay, that's what it was. That's what the fuck it was. I think okay, Flavor Flav and Brigitte. That's what this season is giving right now. Kind of like a bunch of has-beens. I'm sorry. Um, that's what it's kind of giving. I'm sorry. That's that's how I take. Let me know how y'all feel about this cast. If you guys that are watching right now, if y'all have watched episode 1 of Bad Boys Club, the season premiere of season 10, let me know what y'all think about this cast. Maybe I'm tripping, but everybody looks not rough, but just old. And there's nothing wrong with that, because like it's a blessing to see past the age of 30, to see the age of 30. I'm 35. I'm gonna be 36 in 2 weeks. So yeah, but yeah, it's a blessing to see the age of 30. But I'm not going on Bad Boys Club. in my 30s. Like, no, absolutely not. Anywho, I feel like I'm rambling. This a real life Flavor Flav and Brigitte Nielsen. All of them. This is what this the first two episodes of Bad Boys Club season 10 is giving. Um, okay, so Ezel said that he is not Vonnie from. Okay, so thank you for being here. Okay, my bad. So this opening fight, we open with the opening fight, baby, and in my New York voice, I said a pack of drunk idiot bitches, and I'm sick of them already. I said a drunk argument over deceased relatives, like, come on, people. Let's leave the parish babies, the mamas, the baby mamas. Let's leave them out of these arguments. Like, what you coming for my deceased kinfolk for? Like, your issue is with me, and I'm not gonna come for your deceased kinfolk because my issue is with you. So we get to the opening fight. They're arguing. Um, Hezi and Bonnie. Hezi and Bonnie, I'm sorry, the messy besties from the previous season of Bad Boys Club, season 9, the bestie season. So, one of them is in an argument. I guess the other best friend decides that his friends went too far in this argument, so he decides to step in, and it leads to them throwing bows. Now, I said, if they fighting like dogs, they fucking like dogs, cause ain't no way. It just ain't no way. I'm getting into a physical altercation with my best friend. Um, just any of my friend in general. Like a disagreement should never lead to blows. So I just want to know, like, get your opinion on that. Like, if watching them best friends like come to blows, and a part of me also kind of feels that it was like a little bit scripted, like a wow factor. But then again, I would never go that far for views to, clout chasing, to fight my best friend for views. But I just want to get y'all opinion on that. Like, how far is fucking too far in an argument with your friend? Like a disagreement or a debate. Like if y'all are yelling at the top of your lungs, like you just go walk your separate ways. Like that's just me. If it's in the heat of the moment, I'm going this way, you go that way. But it's definitely not. We're not we're not fighting. Like we're just not fighting. But I did say I feel like they fucking. If y'all could go to blows, so fighting that quick, y'all probably ain't that far to go to the other spectrum and literally put hands on each other in a different way. So Vonnie, Von Hezi, shout out to Hezi, the messy bestie. Yes, we did have the chance, the pleasure of interviewing them for last season. So shout out to the Messy Bestie podcast. But yeah, it's definitely giving they fighting and they fucking. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Cause I feel like that's just that's just two boundaries that you just do not cross with any friend, especially like your best friend. Again, I'm traditional, I'm old school. I'm not um I don't know. I'm not fighting my best friend, but that's the opening fight. So I also put in my notes that Hezi did Vonnie's veneers. So if they come to blows, Hezi's fingers were in Von's mouth. So ain't no telling what else he done put in that man's mouth. So Hezi Von, if you want to come back on the show and give your side of the story, let me know what's tea. Put me on my place. I'm just saying, I just would never be involved in fisticuffs with somebody that I called a friend. Let me see what the comments in, cause okay, this is about them arguing about being old, like or looking old. I feel the same way so far. I was annoyed, like, why are y'all arguing? Who's the oldest? All y'all look 50 and dried up. I ain't say all that, but yeah, they they look seasoned, baby. They look weathered. And I'm saying weather in just the politest context, the politest form, baby. Um, this is why I should not do reviews solo. So, Yon, Damon, wherever you at, baby, I love you. We miss you. Hope you will. I believe he's dealing with a pregnancy scare from his birthday weekend. So, Damon, get your shit together because we need you here, baby. So, baby, we're entered. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. So, comments, and then let me get back into the show, baby. Okay. 50 inch dried up. I didn't say all that, Ezel. You should probably go on timeout. Also, shame on me for highlighting that comment. That's the Damon in me. Like, so I'm just gonna say that I didn't have my reading glasses on when I clicked on that damn comment. Um, yes, deceased relatives. Seriously, people are getting too comfortable bringing up dead people's families. That's how shit can go. Street for me in 2.5 seconds. Absolutely. Like I ain't gonna say absolutely because I don't argue. Like to me, arguing is like anywho. But yeah, I've seen people cross the line and cross boundaries and have real life consequences. So yeah, if your beef was with me, why are you bringing up my relatives? Like I guess in like in the heat of the moment, trigger like you're gonna say whatever, but I don't know. It's kind of like a cop out. Like why are you attacking them? Like attacking me, but anywho, baby. Oop, I'm sorry. I think a lot of the besties from last sleeping were sleeping. I think a lot of those besties from last season were sleeping with each other. I wholeheartedly agree. I wholeheartedly agree, especially Sunny and Big Face, Raymond, Ramon, whatever the fuck his name was. When he hit Raymond or when Raymond hit Sunny, I was like, ooh, I wonder if they fucking. That's none of my business. But yeah, I feel like a lot of those best friends from last season they were having. It's still Jamie and Joey. I'm still gagged that James BBL was getting clapped. That is listen, people, you have best friends, do not be intimate with your best friend. Or if you were intimate with somebody and y'all are trying to build a friendship, how do y'all deal with that? Like if you have a friend with benefits and it's like, oh, let's try to be friends. Like, have y'all ever had a friends with benefits and it's kind of just progress into like a platonic friendship? Like, and it's literally just platonic. Like, there's no more, I guess, interactions of that nature. Like, do anybody that's watching right now, do y'all have a friend of that nature? Because I'm curious to know how that dynamic works. Like, y'all was hooking up, so like if you get weak in the knees, and he's just like, oh, like bust it open for me. Is that inappropriate? Because y'all have had each other. Um, my goodness. I'm sorry. Anywho, let me get into the goddamn show. So we're introduced to the first bad boy, Cash. I said Cash is giving Cash no De Niro, baby. If you know, you know. Anywho, Cash is giving Miley Cyrus back when Miley Cyrus made black music. Y'all remember that year she made black music? She was making yeah, y'all remember that. I can't remember. I hate that I remember that. Anywho, I said Cash is tan as fuck. Like homeboy said he 23, but that neck look at 55. I'm sorry. Um, no, stay off the tanning bed, young man. Cause I said no shade. Cause I kind of like Cash so far. I said his face is giving the interior from a Maserati. Very fine Italian leather. Just the richest, most exquisite leather, baby. Homeboy, stop them damn tanning beds. Like, do like a sub bronzer, maybe tan in the sun. You know, get you some sunscreen, stand in the sun for maybe 5 7 minutes. But you overdoing the homeboy, like you orange as hell. It's crazy because I grew up on wrestling, so I grew up on creating like wrestlers, and you know, in the video game, and the skin when creating a wrestler will always just be. Now this is back in the day. This is PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. The skins will always be just not it. And I'm sorry, but Cash skin reminds me of that. But I do like that outside of the show, he kind of has like a lot going on. So he said he's Mr. San Antonio. Homeboy said he's from the outskirts of Detroit. I got when I heard that because I feel like I want to ask y'all. I wish I could ask Damon. What part, what outskirts of Detroit do y'all think Cash is from? Wish I could ask Damon that because Damon could give me like the. I just know Damon's answer is gonna be accurate. But yeah, homeboy said that he's 23 and he's orange as hell. So I said, homeboy, you gotta lay up in tanning beds. Like, um, if he isn't using like a tanning bed, maybe not stay out of the sun. But homeboy, I would come out at nighttime if I was Cash for a while. Like I feel like if I was in the sun for more than 20 minutes, I would just be in so much pain. Like he looks sunburned just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, his skin looks he looks sunburned. So we meet Cash homeboy is coming through the airport. I said shout out to that getting off the plane. Next thing enter Remy and Princeton, baby, the Boricua bottoms. Now, hear me out. I said Remy in my face with these veneers and these color contacts, and I can't take. Like, I can't take. Y'all know how I feel about unnatural color contacts, but I guess because he feels like he's Spanish, he gets a pass, and it's like, no, homeboy. So he in my face with these color contacts, and it's just too much. I said Remy is 34 with a husband, 3 kids, and a business. Like, why the fuck are you in a bad boys club? Like, 34, a husband, and 3 kids. Why the fuck are you in a bad boys club? What is this show gonna do for you professionally? Like, you're a mobile nurse. So like I would this is me, like, no, homeboy should have definitely been on like the come up or um chasing the circle. Like there is no way in hell you gonna get me on my 30s on any show called Bad Boys Club. Like, no, this is gonna hurt me professionally that I feel like it's gonna help me. Like, and I get it. Let me get this because baby, I'm about to I get it. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. I get it. Like this could have been like his chance to network and promote his business and his company and talk about like the ups and downs of being a bad boy and being married. And but no, homeboy is so far he don't know who the fuck he is, what the fuck he want. I don't even think he know what show he signed up for. Like Remy is not a bad boy. He's not like his energy when talking to Prince and his energy in a confessional is so different. So I don't really the Two Face, the confessional gangster, that's just never gonna fly with me because like Prince was blatantly disrespecting Remy to his face, like, oh you look old, you shouldn't be here, and Remy was returning the energy in the confessional. So I'm like, well, homeboy, he can't hear you. So like, back and forth. So I was like, Remy is he's one of those like, oh, I don't fight. Like, I don't know. The energy in the confessional is different than the energy that's in person. Um yeah, I said being 30 plus in a bad boys club is fucking insane. You couldn't pay me. It depends. It depends. Now I ain't gonna sell my soul to the devil. No sinners. But it depends. Honestly, in my good mind, you can in my 30s. I'm about to be 36. You can't pay me to go on a bad boys club and do what? Like, no shade. I'm gonna promote Ken Carey and drink. I could do that outside the bad boys club. No shade. This is just me. I could promote and drink and turn up and party outside the bad boys club. So no, there's no way in hell you're gonna get me in my mid 30s. Mid 30s. You can't get me in my mid 30s to be in the fucking bad boys club. So Remy is out of place, out of whack. Um, should there be an age limit on shows like this? Bad Boys Club, Bad Girls Club, South Central Baddies, any of those goddamn shows that just kind of promote this environment. Let me know how y'all feel. I feel like I'm rambling. I don't want to be too negative. Um, I'm just speaking as somebody who, is not really living the life that Remy is living, but we're around the same age. So I see him in his 30s like, homeboy, why the fuck are you on a bad boys club in your fucking 30s? Like in your 30s. Like, I don't know. Let me know how y'all feel. Like again, I don't want to be negative and seem like I'm like a Debbie Downer and try to like ruin his experience or take anything away from his experience or like diminish his mindset. But Me at my big age, no. And I feel like Damon would say the same thing if he was here. Like, no, we're chasing the circle, the heights. Shout out to the heights. Um, the come up. That's like that's more of like that's more like my speed. That's more like my age group. Like it's chaotic and crazy, but we're not in a house like where we're just drinking and beating each other up all day. So absolutely not. No shade to Gemini films because y'all know I love Gemini films. Y'all know I love Quran, but I just could not go to not go to the fucking Bad Boys Club house in my 30s. Like I couldn't. I couldn't. Shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to everybody. Just gonna watch this on the playback, baby. Yes. And shout out to Trey Carter. Thank you for being here, baby. The comments is giving. I was glad because he was giving a little southern. Who I keep wanting to call that man Reminisce, and that's Remy Ma. Two different Remy's, baby. Two different Remy's. Now, if this Remy, Bad Boys Club Remy, had the personality, the aura, the energy of Remy Ma, a known shooter. How do y'all think his experience in this damn house would have been like? Like, if Prince would have came for him at the table, do you think it just would have been a boop boop like, and that just would have ended the show? I would certainly hope not. But if Remy had Remy Ma's grit, do you think that the disrespect from Prince would have been tolerated? Let me know how y'all feel. Remy is a whole ass adult with a husband and 3 kids. And he on the Bad Boys Club. I'm sorry, like I'm gonna just keep saying that because this just sounds crazy saying that. Homeboy is married with 3 kids and he's on the Bad Boys Club. Like his kids might see this like, oh wow, like my dad was on the Bad Boys Club, and then like, like no, I don't want to see my fucking dad on the Bad Boys Club. Like, I'm sorry, I'm being negative. Um, I'm sorry, I'm being negative, but no, he's giving 43, not 34. I'm sorry, it's the Botox. It's the Botox. Like it's the Botox, and it's a little bit of it's a little bit of the veneers, and it's also a little bit of the color contacts. So I feel like get rid of the color contacts, maybe let the Botox settle out so it's not so tight up in your T zone. And I think Remy could lose about 5 years. He could shed about 5 years off of 34. No, he would look 34. Oh my God. Damon. Bonnie boy, shame on you. Let me. I'm gonna start reading y'all comments before I highlight them, cause baby. Let me start reading y'all comments. So, okay, my guess is talking about Remy. My guess is he hasn't been discovered by anyone really with his business, so the show would probably boost his career. But I feel like he should have did to come up with something. I agree with that. Like I agree. I can get using this show as a little bit of like a stepping stone, but it's Bad Boys Club. You know, everybody comes to this show to fight, so you have to be a fighter. If I feel like if you want to get like your business promoted on this goddamn show. Excuse me. I feel like you have to kind of be a fighter to get like your business promoted on the show because everybody's coming in turned up trying to show like, oh, like my hands work. I don't take no bullshit. So like I get that, and if that's his mo, shout out to him. But he hasn't really done much about, or he hasn't done much, I guess, networking or like broadcasting about like his business is really him being stuck up Prince's speaking of Prince's really Remy being stuck up Prince's ass, baby. We gonna get to Prince. Prince in that grill and that list, baby. Cause if you list me in my face, I'm sorry, I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Probably not, but if you have Prince's energy, behavior, if you're in my face and you list me, you gonna get your feelings hurt. So it's giving midlife crisis at 34. It's what it is. It's kind of giving like, oh, I didn't do this in my 20s, so I should. acted out now. Shout out to his husband for agreeing to do this, but um, what portion from Real Housewives say for my husband to allow me, your husband to allow you, yeah, for Remy's husband to allow him, I guess, to come to the Bad Boys Club as a married man, a married 34-year-old man. Remy is 34. Shout out to what's it, the industry on blast. They used to share Rashida Frost for being 34. Remy is 34. So Remy is kind of like the Rashida of Bad Boys Club. Husband and a whole family at home and a business, and you out here on Bad Boys Club. I'm harping on Remy, baby. I ain't even got to the good shit yet. It definitely depends on the amount I feel like I'm worth, but in my 30s, I'm good. I'm 39. Baby, you 39? Okay. See, that means you unproblematic, and I stand. I stand, baby. Yes, but I definitely feel that. But Remy was definitely better suited for the come up, if the come up ever comes back. Shout out to the come up. The come up or chasing or the circle. Like, poor baby. So, Vonnie Boy's response to the question on the age limit: 25 and under, no older than 27. I agree. Nobody older than 27 should be on any type of show called Goddamn Bad Boys Club. Because, mm-mm, you 30, like you gotta be home with your kids, bro. No shade, no shade. So we are about to get right into this, Trey Carter. Thank everybody for being here. Shout out to everybody that's here again. Shout out to everybody that's gonna watch this on the playback. If you're just joining, or if you catch this in the middle of like this review, Damon was unable to join me for this live, so I'm solo dolo. So let me give hearts to you guys again because my nerves are kind of finally starting to dissipate. They're starting to vanish, so I'm not as nervous as I was like 30 minutes ago. So, yes, the weirdest thing is how overly docile Remy was towards Chris. He's either scared, infatuated, or both. Probably both. Baby, that's in my notes. That's in my notes. That is in my goddamn notes. So speaking of Prince from New York, baby. Let me sip this drink here. Excuse me. Prince from New York. I said Prince, tiny everything. I mean, everything was ill fitting, baby. The outfit, the t-shirt, the underwear. Anywho, excuse me. Goodness, I literally just excuse me. Anywho, I said anytime there is a Gemini Films collaboration with somebody from New York, I get taken back. Um, I get taken back to like the early to mid 2000s. Like I remember the first time I watched The Come Up New York, and I think it was Montel that walked on the. I think Montel came on the screen. Shout out to Karma Banks. Montel came on the screen. I was like, is this 2004? Like, why is he dressed like this? Like, so like Prince came on. I was like, oh my, like, why is he dressed like it's 2005? He came on the screen dressed like. So I'm clear. I'm in my mid 30s. So I grew up on Thug Boy and Poppy Thugs and Dog Pound, all of that. Prince walked on looking like a what was it, Chocolate Cream Productions? I said, oh, Latino Fan Club. That's what he was giving. Prince walked on screen looking like a nigga from Latino Fan Club. I said, oh, he's about to bottom for a nigga who's clearly gay for pay. That's what his MO was giving. He's about to suck on a dude who's clearly gay for pay. I was like, oh, why is he dressed like it's 2006? So he sits down, he starts talking. Before he even sits down and starts talking, homeboy he gets out the car, and there's a slight flash of his ass crack. I said, oh, this is this is what we're giving. This is what we're doing for this entire episode. Like, baby, and this you see one ass crack, you see them all. But I don't want to stare at a grown man's ass crack all day. So, um, I said Prince's intro was the key. Like so hysterical, it's almost on par with Mama D's introduction from Love and Hip Hop season one. Like, um, I mean, his whole attire was disgustingly tight. And my Don Lady voice, y'all would have got that reference. But I said, okay, Don Lady. Homeboy said he spent 2 days on the goddamn bus. Now, this is the part that got me. 2 days. 2 days on the bus traveling from New York to San Diego. Excuse me, I'm being shady. I can't even hit the pen right. 2 days on the goddamn bus traveling cross country. I said, no, ma'am. I don't even like being in a car for more than 30 minutes. I can't imagine traveling cross country on a bus. 2 days, like, no. I said 2 days on a bus to go to a show that does not pay you. I said, you also rabbit ass mom. And that's when I knew. He said New York, and then he had that girl in. He was talking all lesbian. I'm like, ugh, this boy ain't rap too tight. You know, I never want to talk about anybody's mental capacity, but you ever see somebody or have a conversation with somebody, and you just like, ooh, let me get away from this nigga because he ain't rap too tight. Almost like, yeah, let me just get away from this nigga because he's, I don't know. Prince is just like, I don't know. So I wanted to ask y'all, I really wanted to ask y'all, like, what's the opportunity that y'all would jump on a bus for 2 days for? Like, if I don't know, do y'all have like a dream job or are y'all like aspiring for something? If somebody was to call your phone right now and be like, oh, like, come to California for this and this, or come to New York, like, what would be that aspiration? What would be that opportunity? Like, let me know. Because I'm not traveling cross country on the fucking bus for Bad Boys Club. I'm not traveling 2 days on a bus for no show that does not pay. And I'm talking about Zeus pay, baby. Like, you are literally about to put me on to change my life. Like, 2 days on the bus. He said that he's scared of heights. Now I get that. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of crazy shit that's going on with the aviation world today, baby. So I get that. But I said, homeboy, you couldn't rent a car. Like no Enterprise, no Avis. Like 2 days on a bus. Like no. And shout out to the people that's here. You know, I'm showing my age again. Have y'all ever seen that movie Ride with Sticky Fingers and the Lady of Rage and Malik Yoba, the people who literally went from I think it was New York to fucking Cali for a Uncle Luke video shoot. No, they were going to Miami from New York to Miami on a damn city bus. That that pretty much gives Prince's experience taking a Greyhound from New York to to California. It's like um again, I'm not even trying to be funny, but like I said, I don't like being in my car for more than fucking 30 minutes. I don't like being in any car for more than fucking 30 minutes. 2 days, and that's not even counting the number of stops that that damn bus had to make to let everybody, like, to pick up passengers and let passengers off. 2 days, baby. 2 days on a bus. Like, oh my gosh, that is so uncomfortable. Like, oh my gosh, I'm just thinking of like a nigga knees just and legs just being all locked up and tired. Just that's crazy. So, um, yeah, I just say I don't have the patience to be on a bus for 2 goddamn days. Um, I said the same thing, Ezel. 2 days of swamp ass, no ma'am. He probably didn't shower. That's in my notes. I feel like homeboy jumped on the bus. I feel like he got on the bus in that fit. He got off the bus in that fit, and he entered the house in that fit. Like just very unhygienic, baby. Going from coast to coast, and you ain't washed your ass. My goodness. Oh, mm-mm. But yeah, something about Prince just gives dirty, stinky bitch. I'm sorry. It's the grill. Him not being able to properly speak with the grill. Um, it's the face tats. You know, I don't mind a face tag because I was considering getting a face tag, a very small, demure face tat, if you will. Homeboy got them face tats like he was somebody's prison bitch. Like the ass crack is out for a reason. He was definitely in jail taking taking it. She's taking it. My goodness. Anywho, anywho, Prince and Remy they meet at the bar, so they head outside for drinks. This thing was cringy as fuck because Remy was so pressed to create an alliance with Prince because they were both Puerto Rican. I said, "Oh no, you dumb bitch." So this is where Remy lost me because I'm like, not you trying to make a friendship or form a friendship with somebody who literally blatantly disrespecting you just because y'all are the same ethnicity. Like, oh, so stupid. I'm sorry, I should never call anybody stupid, but just to be so old and to be just be so damn clueless. It's like I was gonna say maybe you need to be slapped in the face, but we saw what happened. And the girl still ain't got no damn sense. So, um, he's trying to, create that alliance because they're both Puerto Rican. I think it's because they're both power bottoms. No shade. Much love to all the power bottoms in the world. You make the world go round. But this reminded me of Bad Girls Club season 3, where Kayla wanted to be friends with Tiffany because they were both black. It's like, oh, that's pretty shallow. Like, I would just never want to be friends with somebody because they're black. Like, no, we have to have way more in common than just our skin color and our race. So, yeah, Remy was kind of showing his lack of for his big age. Honestly, feel like Remy was probably looking for like a boy toy, somebody he can flippity floppity boo with. If Prince is his motion, if that's his thing, go for it, baby. If that's what you go, listen. My girl Ranisha Williams said, "When you do what you do it, when you do what you do, the way you do it, you get respect." So that's not my nook. That's not my jush. Um, and Remis and Punani, they began to argue about their age, and both you hoes look old. So I was just confused over somebody with Botox arguing versus somebody with like a go girl and face tats, like prison face tats at that. Like this argument was so. But I love to see the Spanish girls. I love to see the Spanish girls. I love to see the white girls, the white women, and then I love to see the Spanish girls argue. It's like, what y'all beefing over? Like, boy toy probably calling each other sister because they suck my same dick. It's been alleged that Spanish girls love sharing dick. So, allegedly. I mean, you can't sue me for saying that. I mean, so shit. Spanish girls love sharing dick. This argument was so goddamn. It was unnecessary. I said Prince and his love after lockup tattoos sitting at the table lispy. I should probably stop calling him lispy because I might wake up one morning and have a lisp. But this whole goddamn argument, Remy's a bird. Prince is also a bird. I feel like Prince probably just got out the clink and he traveled cross country for free housing. Um, Maybe he was supposed to go check in on like a PO or something, and he just stopped at the Bad Boys Clubhouse along the way. Cause like, who decided to cast this man and let him in the goddamn house? Like, jailbird, baby. When I tell you my shit would have been locked up so goddamn tight, my shit would have been on the roof. Like, until y'all get this motherfucker out of here, like, no, let's hide all the goddamn valuables, baby. Like, anywho, Cash, no, De Niro enters the house first, and I said Cash is so goddamn tan. Like, um, he's so damn tan. He's in the house giving somebody's great great uncle, like in a confessional with the glasses on. I'm sorry, that's somebody else. Cash enters the house, orange as hell, and then Noel enters him. Now, Noel walked up to the house looking like somebody's uncle. Like, everybody looks old as fuck. Like, Noel's posture, the book bag he had on, he was just like he was ready to go to work. Like, no shade to that, baby, go to work. Because we all got to, we all punch the clock. But I said, homeboy, like, everybody's perspective on what a bad boy is this season is out of whack. Nobody really nobody so far really has any common ground on like, oh, what a bad boy is. It's a lot of it's almost like a bunch of people are just kind of coming into their own. Like, oh, like I'm a bad boy because my hair's blonde, or I'm a bad boy because I fill my face with Botox, or I don't know. They're so far I just haven't seen a bad boy yet. But if you have been watching the show, please let me know how you feel about the boys in the house so far. Because again, I feel like I'm rambling. I'm just kind of just venting at you guys. But please feel free to drop in the comments. You guys having drop in the comments and give your input. So shout out to you guys. But please feel free to let me know how y'all feel about the boys in the house. I just have not seen a bad boy so far. And on top of that, everybody looks old as fuck. Noel enters the house with that damn book bag on, baby. I thought he's about to shoot the joint up. But no, he's a bad boy. He's a cast member. So he enters the house, in a confessional with them damn sunglasses on, face all chopped and screwed and scratched up. I said, my goodness, who whooped your ass? Like anytime I see somebody with sunglasses on, I think me and Damon talked about this like a couple of reviews ago. Baby, you either a vampire, you either high on cocaine, or somebody died at your eye. They're going them damn balloons. Anywho, homeboy in the house in the confessional with them damn glasses on. I said, who died at your eye? I said, who died his ass up? So again, this is just my perspective, how I interpreted like Noel. So I just said I feel like Noel is just kind of in the house to prove himself. Um, when he described what makes him a bad boy, he said he stands on business, and I'm like, I'm so tired of hearing that goddamn phrase. Like, doesn't everybody stand on business to some degree? Like, I go to work and I pay bills. Like, I stand on business. Like y'all go to work, y'all pay bills, and y'all stand on business. So I'm so tired of people saying, "Oh, I stand on business." Like, when was the I stand on business? Like, okay, can you talk about some business? Like, nigga, do you go to work? Like, what do you do outside of fighting? Again, it's the Bad Boys Club, but like with Cash and Remy kind of, gave us just a little bit of like, oh, outside of this fighting or just the bad boy persona or image, I have this going on. So Noel came in and he said that he had a whoop ass or he had a tussle. And yeah, I just said that's crazy. These shows got the children beating the shit out of each other for table scraps. Like that's literally all of 2024 was. Oh, I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. I'm like, I'm so tired of hearing this fucking phrase. Like, can y'all actually go do some damn business? Like, not saying that like these people don't have jobs, but like everybody standing on business and y'all like fighting and beating the shit out of each other on these shows for what like $100 a week or some shit, like $500 a week, and then I hear half the networks don't even pay. Like, so y'all just out here wilding for nothing. I mean, I guess for views, but in the end, what higher up is really looking to hire or collab or do any type of work with somebody who's literally on these shows doing nothing, like the bare minimum. So, like nothing, not taking anything away from Noel, but I'm tired of the phrase "I'm standing on business." Um, Cash and his medium wear tan said that he's from the outskirts of Detroit. So that was my question for Yan. I wonder what city Cash is from. The blonde hair and the tan, I want to say Pontiac, or he's somewhere where Cash might have a white mama. No shade. Anywho, another point that I want to make about Noel. Noel was kind of talking to Cash, and he was basically like, "Oh, like I really don't drink because I can't have my liquor. I go crazy." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, like you are not a bad boy if you cannot hold your liquor." I feel like that's the number one rule of being a bad boy. Like no matter where you are, how drunk you are, you hold yourself together, or you stop drinking altogether before you even reach your limit. Like a bad boy knows like how to conduct himself. So you are not a bad boy if you get sloppy drunk or if you don't know how to hold your fucking liquor. Like so, if you want to drink and fight, like I don't really think that's necessarily like a bad boy. Like I feel like a bad boy is drinking for like a good time, not to fight. Like it's kind of like liquid courage. Like if I have an issue with you, I'm not gonna get drunk just to feel that the dislike. Like no, bitch, I don't like you, so I just don't like you. But to each his own. If you can't drink, if you can hold your liquor, stop drinking. Um, Prince, I'm not sorry, Prince. Cash was also making drinks for the boys as they entered the house. In my New York voice, I said no Mickey's, no Mickey's. Let's see, pour me a fresh glass because I don't know you very well. Like, of course, there's cameras there, but no, I'm good, baby. I'm pouring my own goddamn liquor. Goodness. I'm pouring my own goddamn liquor. So moving, okay, making the drinks. Excuse me, I got ahead of myself. Prince asked the other boys in the house, other men in the house, like their age, which leads to I guess um the second disagreement between Prince and Remy, where Prince decides to slap Remy. That's not funny because Prince just decides to slap Remy because Remy said that Prince looks older than he does. Like literally slapped the shot at him. I said, my goodness. Now this is why I said they might be getting money together. Somebody somewhere, something. Somebody's getting money. Somebody is benefiting from money being picked up off the floor. I said, ain't no way in hell a grown man is gonna slap me and I'm not gonna do anything about it. Like nobody's gonna slap me and I'm not gonna do anything fucking about it. So I said, Prince or Remy is either interested in Prince. They got something going on. Like he slapped, and then I saw in the trailer Prince getting down with a dark skinned brother. Now he said that he wasn't gonna fight the Puerto Rican, but he gonna go pop on the brown skinned brother. Yeah, clock that. Them damn veneers in your face. Anywho, he slaps him and he doesn't do anything. Tries to make amends. Um, Prince's ass crack is I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. I am getting ahead of myself. He slaps Remy, and then Prince slaps Remy. Then Prince proceeds to attack Cash just out of nowhere, just threw like a whole cup of tequila in that man's face. Now I really don't care for Prince, but I will say that drink throw was epic. Like a good old just drowned his ass. Drowned in it. Yeah, just drowned his ass. So I love a good drink throw, but it was unwarranted. So Prince and his ass crack attack Cash. And again, I said that's got to be uncomfortable. Like every little breath, every little move I make, my assy is hanging out of my pants. Like no, like that just no. Like and I wonder what kind of underwear Prince had on, baby, because I know his thighs and his buttocks, his butt cheeks was just smushed together, baby. Just compressed and that, like, no. I'm a bigger nigga. I'm a bigger guy. I'm a bigger guy. So like I know all about moving and so I just do what I do to just to make sure that when I kneel down or something, I'm protected and you're protected. No shade, but that's too much ass crack for me. Like, not only that, homeboy back was all sweating, so it's like, ugh. It's giving corn chips and liquor and like dirty socks. Like, anytime I see somebody's visible ass crack, I just want to grab like a water hose and just spray them. But then that would never mind. It was just too much ass crack for me. It's too much goddamn ass crack. So Prince attacks Cash unwarranted. Cash, shout out to Cash, decides like, bitch, you're not about to, try me, bully me. So Cash throws the drink back and he goes for Prince and they tussling on the kitchen floor. So I said shout out to Cash. Um, so after that is broken up, Remy goes outside to once again make peace with Prince. I was like, oh my gosh, this bitch is so dumb. Like literally a goddamn waste of space. Um, a little goddamn waste of space. Hold on. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm tripping. I'm sorry. I said that Remy is a fucking waste of space. Like, not you trying to go be friends with somebody who literally just assaulted you, literally just smacked you for no goddamn reason. All because y'all are Puerto Rican. Like, a goddamn waste of space. There is somebody, a bad boy who is about 10 years younger who could have took Remy's spot. Like, and that's crazy to say. There's somebody 10 years younger who could have took Remy's spot. Like, so anytime I see like a situation like this with a cast member, I say, I wonder who they sucked up on production to fill this spot. Like, did they have to like give a hand job, a tug job? Did they get throat? Did they just dip it low, pick it up slow? Remy is giving that right now. He definitely did. Not definitely, but you know, he's a waste of goddamn space. He got smacked, and then he wants to make amends with the person that attacked him for no goddamn reason. Audience, let me know because it made me think of that goddamn Chappelle Show skit where Rick James slapped um Charlie Murphy, and Charlie Murphy said, back in the day, if a man slapped you, you would have a gunfight. Yeah, you wouldn't try to make amends with that man. Like, baby, you would draw your weapon and you would have a shootout. You wouldn't go to that man and be asking. He slaps you and you asking for forgiveness. Like, what type of shit is that? Like, yeah, make that make sense. But that pretty much concludes episode two, or I'm sorry, episode one. The Cash and Prince fiasco. So episode two, title He Needs That. It kind of opens up with the fiasco, the round two of Prince and Cash. Um, and this led me to say, when we still defending his decision to befriend Prince after Prince slapped him. And this is when I say it's given that Spanish girls love sharing dick. Because why are you so pressed to be friends with this man that he just assaulted you for no reason? But, and the words of the great Nia Lee, yes, Spanish girls love sharing dick. So that's probably why Remy is so pressed, has a hard on for Remy and his ass crack. So Noel goes to check on Cash post his tussle with the Boricua power bottom. I feel like that's offensive. Is that offensive? Let me know if calling that man a power bottom. Boricua power bottom. Now that's offensive. But let me know if calling that man a power bottom Prince is jailhouse pussy. That's gonna be that man name. Shout out to I got the hook up with Master P. Oh, okay. Hold on. Bitches, I didn't. Hold on, you guys.
Hello.
Okay, my bad. I didn't know that. I thought that you just automatically clicked in for something. I didn't know that I had to. Okay, I'm sorry. So yes,
Oh no,
everybody,
you good.
Yarn
I'm
is on
sorry.
round
I
two.
Yes, I'm late as hell. Don't have a
Yes.
lot of time. I just wanted to pop through, give my opinion on this late ass
Yes.
show. You know,
Yes.
I'm waiting for the
Thank you for your
I'm waiting for
patience.
the damn stick to turn blue. You know, this pregnancy scare is just it's ridiculous. Um, hey everybody,
Yes, Yarn is on the ones and
coming
twos. It is a
through.
good motherfucking
I'm in the building. I'm
Saturday.
here off one
But
AirPod.
I'm here, bitch.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Period.
what was he talking about?
What's the fucking so Cash and Prince are scrapping round two.
Hmm.
So this is after round two. Noel goes to check on Cash, and I kind of said Noel kind of rose me the wrong way because he mentioned during this conversation that he came to a Bad Boys Club to show like a different side of himself. But the only
Right.
thing he's been talking about since he's been on the show or since he's been on the house is fighting. So
Yeah, he was getting on
it's
my
like,
nerves with that shit. I
yeah, it's like,
can't
bro, either you want to fight or you don't. It's like,
just
see,
fight.
I get
Yeah,
his mindset, like, oh, I want to show like a different side to myself, but you can't run a Bad Boys Club. I
exactly.
don't really think you'll get to showcase any other really side to yourself. I mean, you can like showcase other elements, but this is a show about fighting. So I don't really think like you trying to
Yeah,
evolve and show more than just fighting is. I don't think this was the house, the show for that.
this is kind of like being on like Basketball Wives, but trying to avoid sleeping with a married man. You know, like something like that. Like it's like that's kind of what the show is kind of about at this point.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? But yeah, he was annoying me. And he was like one of the few that wasn't annoying me besides Cash. But once he started talking about fighting, I'm like, if you don't if you don't want to fight, that's fine. But like, I need you to stop talking about it. Like, I
Right.
need you to go
Right.
outside,
Right.
do some breathing exercises or something. But I know there was somebody on Bad Girls Club that would act like that. They would always talk about how they were like, they had the hands and like, oh, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Britt, Britt from season 12. Like, girl,
Yeah.
like if you gonna fight, fight. But if
Yeah.
not, shut up
Very
about
much
it.
great.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I was just like, he was kind of giving maybe psychological breakdown. Like I'm like, are y'all safe in that house? Because the way he was crying in the damn trailer, and then just the way he was snapping, he was gonna take out his contacts. I said, I
He
know
did
that's
snatch out
right.
those contacts. He did snatch out those contacts, but I also say I feel like Noel's his demeanor so far is kind of giving like I got whooped on another show, so I'm kind of here to
Oh,
redeem myself.
well,
I
you
don't
know
know.
what
It's
people
just
was saying in the comments. Apparently, he was on maybe Now That's TV or something like that, and he was fighting like girls. He was fighting women.
oh really?
Yeah. But then some people was like arguing, like, well, if somebody puts their hands on him, then they have the right. So I was like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, but
I don't know what show he was on
yeah.
because you know that's one of the shows that be paying table scraps
You said
to
they be
literally.
what?
That's one of the networks that be paying the cast table scraps to come on the thumb
Oh,
to
for
literally
sure.
put their arms and legs and body on the line and only get paid like $500. Like
It's literally like like early YouTube when people used to just post fights. Like that's literally what Now That's TV is essentially.
very much World Star and Hot Ghetto Mess all wrapped
Pretty
up
much. Pretty much.
together.
Like, and I never thought we would see the day where that would come back, but here we are.
It's
So
here, and it's like I said, those networks. Shout out to like the people who do like use those networks to like kind of elevate and like build themselves. But like I said, I would never, I couldn't. I'm not shading anybody that does it, but I
we
couldn't go
trying
to
to tear
one of
down
these
a black
shows
man, Troy. A black man in a black business. So we can't speak ill on yours, okay? Or Now That's TV. Because you can't tear down no black man.
well, Noel is Hispanic, so I think we get a pass.
I did like his conversation with Cash though. They seem to get along pretty decently.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of maybe ran into each other prior to them running
Hmm.
or coming to the show, or maybe they like shared words or had words before they come into like the house. So I was like, it's cool that Cash kind of has a little bit of backup, but
Right.
I just need Noel to do more than talk about fucking fighting all the goddamn time. Like,
Right. And that conversation that they had when he was like telling him like I used to fight, I used to do this, I used to do that. It kind of made me think about how like they do have like wild age gaps on this show, but you would think that like the older men would like maybe mentor or like
hmm
help out the younger men because Cash is what 23? I
hmm
can't tell, but
look at
he said he's 23. I agree with you. He does need to lay off the tanning.
see,
It's
I was about to go.
the tanning and the fillers. It's a lot, and the mullet too, baby. It's a lot going on. But I like Cash. But I feel like he's one of the most sensible ones on the show. But he's the youngest, and it's kind of crazy to me. Um, but yeah, I kind of wish that they would have like not like they got to be a mentor, but like just like help them out because you've lived life longer than him. Like
Very true.
what's his name, Prince, and then even Noel and like some of the other people, they live life longer, so they should like be able to like guide the younger ones. But
So I'm glad you're here, Jan, because I kind of want to backtrack just a little bit. So we talked about, well, I talked about the messy besties, the open to fight. So what's your take on? Because I said if they fighting like that, they fucking. So what's your take on friends who cross boundaries and become physical, like either whether it's fighting or intimate? Child, he got that nigga over there. He done muted the shit out of us.
Sorry, I had to change AirPods. Hold on.
My
It's a struggle here right now. This why I want. Come on now, like. Hold on.
Yeah, Sean, take your time, baby.
Said I'm dealing with a pregnancy scare. You too funny. Uh, from my birthday weekend. What did you? Oh, you talking about the Hizzy and Bond fight, right?
Yes, yes, yes. His mind.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they both hot headed, so they could be messing around. But I also just feel like their mouths are so crazy that, like, I'm sure they've gotten into it before. But I don't know. They don't really
So,
seem like each other's type, to be honest. I don't know.
well, if you're just friends with benefits, I don't really think there is a type to be had.
Like a physical type. I mean,
Oh,
you gotta be like, I gotta be physically into you to be friends with benefits.
now there was a little because I peep everything. There was a little clip in the trailer where they were under the blankets. I think they
Oh,
were sitting on like a patio or something, and they were
damn.
under the covers. I said, "See, they fighting and they fucking." So
To Kason, what's his name? For being the pioneers of the they
Casey
friends, but
Kelly,
they get down. Like,
yes, they get down and they get down. So period. Shout out to that. I did mention the big three said that they came to the season 7, the Bad Boys Club season 7 reunion and put belts to ass.
mm,
Like they
mm.
put belts to asses. But
But yeah, I
okay,
don't
so
think
I'm sorry, what were we saying?
I was gonna say real quick. Yeah, I mean, I thought the whole situation was silly. Like it seemed like one of those situations where like everybody has had too much to drink and everybody's tired, and instead of going to bed, everybody just want to like wild out because it just seems so unnecessary. Like, why are you talking about that man's dead relative?
Hmm.
Like, that just seemed unnecessary. And then it's like when you see everybody's on one side and you on the other side, like maybe you should look at yourself and be like, okay, maybe I'm tripping. But I feel
Right.
like the alcohol made him feel like, oh well, it's y'all against me. I feel attacked. And it's like if you just sit your ass down somewhere, you wouldn't be attacked.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. I'm glad that I guess Hezi and Vaughn get to showcase a little bit more personality on this season than they did last season. Because I haven't watched any other shows or any other networks that they've been on. So I'm kind
And
of excited to see them to come back.
I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking about the fight. You can tell that like he's casting Karan is casting older men because the way they be fighting like some old niggas. I'm sorry. The way they be wrestling around and deep breathing, I'm like, y'all are too
They
old.
do be out of breath.
Like y'all are too old
They,
for this.
they good for one punch and then it's just literally hugging after that.
And I'm like, I know y'all be in the gym, so I don't know where y'all endurance at, but yeah, it's
Fucking,
you know what?
fucking.
So does that come before or after the fight? You think they saving their energy so they fight first, or this is
They
after?
smash first. They
Okay.
smash, and
Ooh,
then something happens, and then after you smash, you kind of had that little ounce of regret, baby. Any little thing that sets you off.
just
So
regret. Deep,
just
deep.
a little bit,
But
baby.
what are you doing of it all? Shout out to Cool Intentions.
He said as soon as he was finished, like, what are you doing? I'm like, are you sure about that?
You sure?
Goodness.
This 5
But
seconds.
and I was so happy that she was able to like come drop in real quick.
I'm so sorry.
So Prince, a big musty bitch. He went to go have like a I guess like a little one-on-one powwow with Cash. And I said the way he laid on the bed and giggled, he definitely want Cash. He want Cash up in his guts.
I got that
And,
too. I got that
and, I, and I said if you wanted that, that's all you had to say. Like you didn't have to attack this man. I said Prince, at your big age, you should be able to communicate feelings. Like yeah, but I said the way he was laying on that bed too, that he definitely wanted Cash to.
too. He was sitting there talking to him. I said, okay.
He was sitting there talking to him. His back was all sweaty. I said, Prince, you need to go wash up. Because
He's
between the back and your ass crack, this is a lot of like just
a lot
hydration violations right now,
going.
hygiene violations right now. That
The shirt is too tight, the pants too tight. You got your crack out.
the
You got
underwear tight,
a little
like
wispy. I
yeah,
don't
very tipsy.
I don't know.
And
Tipsy
then baby, the grill got him lispy. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. But yeah, I said he's definitely giving that he wanted cash to smash, and it's like, homeboy, if you just wanted cash on that level, why didn't you just say? I think it's always the fear of like rejection, but it's like if you're a bad boy, like being
yeah.
rejected shouldn't really phase you. Like,
I also don't get trying to beat somebody's ass and then expecting them to like want you after. Like I feel
right?
like if you would beat somebody else's ass and try to impress him, that would make more sense. But like for you to like try to whoop him and then be like, "Oh, so what's up?" is very weird to me.
Question: Would
Boy,
you go to one of Prince's? Would you go to one of Prince's sex parties?
absolutely not. No, that seems like a recipe. You know what? I'm not even gonna say that.
Chat,
That just seems like a terrible situation.
chat. Let me know how y'all feeling. Would y'all attend one of Prince's New York sex parties?
I feel like he has them at like the Red Roof Inn, and he has maybe what like a box of condoms and like some hand sanitizer. That's all. That's all he's providing,
My goodness, that sounds like
and
no,
maybe
that ain't gonna go there.
a half jar of Vaseline. That's all he got.
My
'Cause I wouldn't show up for that.
goodness.
It was terrible. That would be a terrible situation. So
That
I'm
sounds
gonna
like
say
a
no.
terrible situation. Yeah. Mm-mm. Not the Rare Roof Inn. I was still in love with you. My goodness. Yeah. We was at the Rare Roof Inn. Shonda was in LA. How you know where I was at? This cause he told her. How you anywho, different show, baby. Different show. But yeah, Prince pulled up on Cash and I was like, oh, you want him. I don't know why you just couldn't admit that. Like instead of attacking him. Like
Like
so
no shade, but like I mean I know I get like Cash not wanting to fight over and over again. That's too much. But I'm just like we would never be cool. Like we would never be cool. We can like be cordial. I'm not gonna try to attack you, but we would never be friends. We would never be cool. We would never key together. Like the shit that you pull, bitch. No, you better be lucky. I don't fucking. I don't know.
you know what Cash should have did? He should have took when Prince was asleep, he should have took his grill and dropped in a makeup remover. Liquid makeup remover.
I was gonna say something like that.
Ain't
Shit.
it? You just want to try to hurt me physically? Baby Stassi was heated. Listen.
My special order contact. He was
My goodness, but yeah, I said this is so Prince wants Cash. Remy decides that he wants his lick back. Then decides that he doesn't want to fight. Then said that production lied and said that he wants to fight. I said, Prince, Remy, go home. Go home to your kids and your husband, please.
yes. I'm so sorry I missed that, but yeah, like why are you on this show with a whole family? Like it
A
seems like
whole
you
family.
have your life together. Maybe this is
That's
a midlife crisis, but he's only
somebody in
34.
the comments said that. I swear somebody in the comments said that. Like maybe this is he's crashing out. If this is that, I feel bad, but like his husband should have definitely stepped in before he put the damn trigger. Like ain't no way in hell my 34-year-old husband is about to
As
be on Bad Boys Club. Like for
because I
what?
feel like I feel like this is definitely given like they separated or something. Because it's like why would you be here? Like what are you
Yeah,
doing?
this I feel like he
Also,
really.
oh
I'm
go
sorry, what
ahead.
were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm not Team Prince at all, but I didn't really like the comments that he was making, that Prince was making towards, um, not Prince. I didn't like the comments that Contact was making towards Prince. I mean, turns out he was kind of right, but he was like, "Oh, you look like you got bad credit. You look like you did." I was like, "Ooh, what you trying to say?" And you know he don't identify as black, so I'm like, "What you trying to say about this black man?"
Well, you know, Prince is also Boricua, and you know, there's probably that bunch that don't identify with their Afro Latino. So, baby, I've been sipping on this drink. I'm glad you're here, cause now I so glad you're here. We should know he probably Remy gives that one of them Latinas, Puerto Ricans that
You see the
Dominicanas that
blue
does
eyes.
not identify
You
with
see the blue eyes. Because, non-white people, I feel like that wear color contacts, they usually go for like a brown, like a hazel, a green,
something more natural.
maybe a gray. They're not going to go for no blue eyes. So that tells me something about you. And the
He got
fact
it
that
right
they're
from
like, ooh, you know what? One day we going to let off the biracials with white mamas. They already got it.
me. I'm
But he,
sorry.
um, with them contacts, he kind of looks like that meme of Miley Cyrus. I think it's like a big ass billboard, but her eyes are like super bright. I forgot to post it to our Instagram, but he definitely looks like that damn meme about Miley
Goodness.
Cyrus with them damn contacts in.
Yeah, Prince, not Prince. I'm sorry, Remy in these fucking contacts. Yeah, he decides that he wants to fight. I don't know. It was a whole like 30-minute just debacle of him deciding on whether he wanted to fight Prince or not. So
Then he
they
said
end up,
production told him to do it, and then production was like,
yeah.
"Oh, hold it, shorty, hold on."
Cleared that up real fast. I was like, yeah, Prince,
The
not Prince, I'm
messages
sorry.
on us.
Yeah, Remy is in the wrong goddamn house. Remy isn't standing on any goddamn thing. Like you got no production, and production checked his ass. Like, no, bitch, we did not tell you to go. But um, so they end up fighting outside, Prince and Remy, and it's not really a fight. For me, I find pleasure in watching people who can't really fight. Cause it's like, oh, get her, but it's like it's never gonna happen. So they tussle on the patio, and I'm just not realizing how I guess the BBL is not ratio properly with the rest of Remy. So I said, oh, you one of those type of girls.
Ooh.
I'm always confused on why people get the BBL and don't get the thighs.
Didn't we
Plus
talk about
the
this last season? Because somebody else had a BBL last season, right? Or am I tripping?
Jimmy, yeah, one of the
One of the
Hispanics,
Latin
Jimmy,
dudes.
James,
And I'm
yeah.
just like, why not just work out? I don't know. Maybe it's a personal preference, but I don't. The BBL doesn't look good to me on like a man, like somebody that has like a male, like presenting body. I guess it just looks weird. Like you should just work out and then get. I feel like that actually look better, but
Very true. But yeah, Remy got the BBL and he was out there tussling with the BBL. On his
all of
butt
that
on
makes
the
his legs just
BBL.
jiggling. Jesus,
My goodness. I'm also trying to figure out if his beard is natural or if he's
it's
giving a little bit of Ted Lee.
not. It's not. And you shady for even asking.
I was genuinely curious.
You know those edges are a little too dark and a little
I was a little
no
curious.
gradation, baby. You
Okay, so it's fibers. Okay, I was a little curious. I couldn't say, with the contacts and the Botox and the veneers, it's a lot going on. So
who's that bleeding on my pillow? Like, definitely gotta wear a beard net or some shit. 'Cause
oh my gosh. Well, they get it in. They not really get it in, but they fight. And I guess this fight triggers Noel because this is the part I think where he went and ripped off some contacts and said that he was activated. Head on that damn caution Mardi Gras necklace.
right? I was like, go put your drunk ass down somewhere.
Right.
It's crazy. They was talking about like like drunk TOs or something like that. He's like, oh, this is what my drunk uncle drinks. I'm like, you are the drunk uncle. What the fuck you talking
Right.
about? You are literally the drunk uncle now. So
Yes, and that bitch really looking like somebody's drunk uncle.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess this fight activated like Noel, because he decided that he had enough of Prince's shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in the kitchen. I guess Noel caught off the fade, and no shade. Another instance where like they can't really fight, but I'm glad that Noel was like the aggressor because Prince really didn't want to fight Noel, which is funny because he had no problem taking off on Cash, but um,
Yeah.
Prince was almost looking for a security production to save him.
Right. Right. But yeah, I don't know. The slap was crazy though. I know you already talked about it, but the way he slapped him and his hands went up and he made that noise. Oh shit! He was like he hit me from the back, and then they replayed the footage like did he hit you so hard you didn't know where he was coming from?
Goodness. Said that he was taking back shots. My goodness, like sir, he definitely did not hit you from the back.
Yeah, I think that's what
Baby,
he wanted, but not in that type of way. But
baby, that's them damn Betty auto contacts that got him discombobulated. Goodness.
you a fool for that one. Her.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, them squabbling in the backyard was a mess. And then I'm like, damn, oh boy, knees scraped up. I said,
Let's
Jesus,
get a bitch for black kneecaps, my goodness.
had you on your knees.
Something on your knees. I said, my goodness. Kodo Khan, excuse me?
Right.
Goodness.
Very suspect. But but yeah, the fight was a mess. And he's literally at this point what fought because it's only what four of them in the house right now, or is it five?
5. And
So
he's
he's
fought 3 people.
three
He's
people
fought
and about to fight a fourth. That's crazy. He's doing too much.
He is in the house on his first day, crashing out.
Who
And
crashed out worse, him or old boy from last season? I think you already know who I'm talking about. Not
Little
Brent.
Ice Spice, Little Ice Spice, Little Ice Spice,
Ice Spice.
Little Ice Spice,
Crashed out something terrible.
yeah, and then kept getting beat up, and then kept wanting to fight. I'm like, somebody, please, somebody get her,
Right.
please, somebody get her.
Got your body
Goodness.
all over the place. Like,
Baby, I know that cleaning fee for that Airbnb was out of this fucking world.
that deposit.
Like, no, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I would definitely say his crash out was worse. But yeah,
Yeah, definitely Mac from last season. Yeah, I agree.
I just don't get coming on the show acting like you so big and bad when it's like you fighting people that don't want to fight you or can't fight themselves. Like it just doesn't make sense to me.
True, very true that. Very true that. Like, I don't know if you caught the part where I said whenever Gemini Films collabs with somebody from New York, the fashion is dated. Because when Prince hopped out in that denim fit, I thought it was 2005. Like the outfit was tight, the shirt was tight, everything was tight.
Maybe because True Religion, I guess, is coming back. So maybe that's the type of look he going for. That type of vibe. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you talking about Prince. Yeah, maybe he going for that vibe.
Man, did you think I was talking about Jet Jeff? My goodness.
Nah, Belita. Um, at first I thought you was talking about because I'm getting Prince in contacts.
Oh,
What is his name?
same girl. Remy. Same
Really?
girl.
Okay, pretty much. But yeah, I thought you were talking about him. But
So
yeah,
I
his
did want to ask you,
he
wait,
getting taken from from Black Ink Crew.
that's
Remember how
okay. Yes, yes. Teddy used to always wear tight ass looking clothing. It's like, homeboy, this does not make you look muscular. It just,
it just makes you
it
look
just
bloated.
very
Yeah.
bloated. Yes. So I did want to ask you, how did you feel about Prince's? How did Prince's 2 day Greyhound bus ride? Like, would you
Um,
travel cross country for bad? What's the opportunity that you would travel 2 days on a bus for?
um, damn, I really don't even know. You know what? I'm sorry. Deep cut. I shouldn't even say that because it's not even gonna make sense to nobody. But I'm not sure. But the crazy thing is, I feel like he probably missed his flight and they decided not to like. Well, no, that don't make sense either because when you miss a flight, they'll accommodate you. But I don't know. Maybe they made
He said
him.
he's scared of heights. He said he's
Okay.
scared of heights, and then
Okay.
contacts could have been on to something. Bad credit, bad credit. You can't get no rental car with bad credit, baby. So that leaves your ass on the bus. No shade, cause my credit ain't perfect. But listen,
He may not
I
even
said
have a license. He's from New York, so maybe that's it.
Goodness.
That 2 day bus ride, that's hell. The longest I've ever spent in like maybe in college, high school, I would come to Chicago. Maybe like a day, but 2 days? Hell no.
I think the longest I spent on the bus was 8 hours, and I think that was coming back from Chicago, and that was like, baby, I need leg room. I had to sleep through the pain. My goodness,
I know
shit.
that
But
smelled like death when he got off that bitch. That's what I did when I got in the house. Fuck a shower. I need to shower.
yes, take a shower. Yes, yes, yes.
You know your
Remember on BGC two when Tanisha got out of jail and she went and doused herself in alcohol? Baby, that's smooth. That's smooth. Like that type shit right there. Yes. Like I would have straight, yeah. Alcohol, then I'm getting in the shower. Like 2 days on a bus
yeah.
and you hopped off the bus already sweaty and the gear that's tight.
I
My
wonder
goodness.
did they smell him before they saw him.
I said that I feel like it was giving Cheetos, a little bit of unwashed ass, and dirty socks.
In Newports.
Don't forget the menthol, baby. My pussy so black it tastes like menthol. My goodness.
Jesus.
Deep, deep, deep cut. I'm
That's
sorry. Oh, but the first two episodes was fucking crazy. I don't want to fucking rag on Prince, but Homeboy came on the show and made a fool out of himself. Like 30, took a bus ride, you can't hold your liquor, you're attacking everybody. Like
color.
I said, this cast doesn't have like the Bad Boys Club chemistry. Cause no shade, I feel like so far we haven't really seen like a bad boy. Um
I mean, what does a bad boy even mean at this point? Like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they're just choosing people to be on the show and live in the house together at this point.
I also noted that it's a bunch of Spanish girls in the house. Now I don't know who set this shit up, but I like my pussy with color. So I need the niggas to come in the house.
They got some color to them. Not, I guess not enough though. But you know they in California, so that's what it gives.
True, baby. I would have thought we was in I would have thought they was in like Miami or something.
Well, you know Cinco de Mayo just passed, so shout out to that.
Very true. And Cinco de Mayo is holiday time. Very, very true. Very, very true that, but
Are you doing
um
episode 1 and 2?
yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so I did went through the first episode of Bitch Slapped. And then episode two kind of really episode two didn't really give much. Like Cash said, we ain't gonna never go to the club. And I said, that's right. Y'all been stuck in the house all goddamn day. Young
Forecast
man
just want to go to the club and shake ass and maybe make out with somebody, and here y'all go.
in here fighting and tearing the goddamn house up.
Mm.
Drinking up all the goddamn liquor. Like before everybody else gets to the goddamn house. So
I feel like Quran should at least have some pizza for them. Something for them to absorb the alcohol. I mean, I know fighting on an empty or drinking on an empty stomach is, you know, you're groomed for perfect television, but like, I don't know. I feel like he should have at least something. Because they
I,
be getting way too messy, way too early. I'm like, it's still daylight outside, and y'all are this drunk and this
mhm.
chaotic. Damn.
Bright as shit outside and they drunk as hell. Like ain't nobody got time for that. And then you know it's California, baby. You know they once they step outside, it's hot as hell. So
Oh yeah.
that's just gonna make the drinking experience worse because you about to start drinking like crazy. So yeah, I definitely agree that there should be some food, maybe Lunchables or something. Shit.
Something. Some crackers, some cheese, some
A charcuterie board, baby. Something
what?
shit like yeah, drinking heavy hard ass liquor on an empty stomach is never
Never the
the
tea.
goddamn way. And you know, Cash be laying on the tenant bed 16 hours out of 24 hours. So baby, his organs might be all types of just fried up.
You said he
It-
giving Miley Cyrus. In the club high on purple with his J's on. Okay.
that was the song lyric I was thinking of, and I knew it was Juicy J, but I could not think of the fucking song, baby.
That
Miley
is,
got the girls going. Oh, what was that? 2013,
I
2014?
want to say Yes, her Black era.
Goodness.
Very cringy, but hilarious. Oh my god. But
Yes,
yeah, I
but
mean, honestly, I think Cash is my favorite so far. I feel like he has a good personality, I guess. Like he's like, oh,
he
I was
seems the
like,
most relatable, down to earth.
yeah, and I didn't know what to think of him at first because I was like, oh, okay, like he seems very pageant like. He said Mexicans like to get drunk. I'm like, damn, I did not think that was the comment that was gonna get alcohol thrown in your face, but yes,
Almost drowned his ass. You said, I know, I live for a good drink, bro. So I said that the drink toss was unwarranted, but
hmm
I live for somebody being drowned with alcohol. So
I guess I never really realized this, but like somebody else did say this because I remember one other instance where somebody got alcohol thrown in their face, but because it's alcohol, I never really thought about it like that. But like it burns, like it burns your eyes, your fucking face, like. So I kind of felt bad for him because I'm like, damn, just fucked up his whole shit. And who knows what that's gonna do to his
for real,
peppers?
baby, don't have a contacts in your goddamn face because you know it's gonna straight up burn them bitches right out your goddamn head. Goodness, my
Mm.
goodness. Yes, that was episode 1 and 2, ladies and gentlemen. Bad Boys Club season 10. Bitch slap and he needs that. Um, again, if you haven't watched episode 1, it is uploaded to the Gemini Films YouTube channel, so you can definitely get into it, get into
Right.
all the antics. And then if you haven't subscribed to their Patreon channel or to their premium YouTube channel, do so that you continue to keep up with season 10 of Bad Boys Club and all of their antics and I guess all of the content that Gemini Films has coming up because I believe he is working on. I believe Karan is working on the Dolls right now. Don't quote me. So I'm looking forward to season 2 of the Dolls dropping. And like, I feel like that should be good. The season 1 was over the season, but
Right.
his again co-host John, thank you for coming through, baby. I'm so glad that you ever to catch the live and come through. Shout out to everybody who came through. Yes, baby, it's their day. So shout out to everybody who came through. Shout out to everybody again who's going to watch this on the playback. Shout out to Gemini Films. Shout out to all the bad boys. Everybody have a great weekend. This is King Carrie. I'm Troy,
I'm Damon.
and we will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.
Have a good weekend.
Let's have a good weekend, everybody.